What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Luis Revelo Jr. Happy holidays, guys. We're back post Thanksgiving, and yeah, had a great Thanksgiving. Had a bunch of tamales, pozole. Everything's good. Total damage done weight wise, nothing really. I literally weigh pretty much the same. However, I weighed 200 pounds the day after Thanksgiving. Friday, I weighed 200 pounds. Saturday morning, I weighed like 196, 195. And then Sunday morning, I weighed like 190 because I went for a 13-mile run. I did a half a marathon. But then I ate and drank a bunch of liquids, so I ended up going back up to like 196. This morning I weighed 197. So one thing's for sure that I've learned on my journey. For those of you who don't know, I started at 235 pounds. So I was 235. I've been hovering between 190 to 200 for pretty much the entire year of 2023. One of the main reasons why is because I've been doing a lot of these like extreme weight loss types of challenges. Well, I'll lose a bunch of weight, but then I'll gain it all back because you're mostly losing water weight when you do stuff like that. And not only that, it's not a sustainable training or diet plan. So I know for 100% my training is not the issue. I train hard. I train my butt off every single day. And I don't think that my training is the issue. I know 100% the fact that my diet has been the issue because I'll train my ass off. I'll do all kinds of like training sessions, cardio, whatever. But then because I train so hard, I'll eat way more than I need to, and then I'll end up gaining the weight back again. So, you know what, guys? I'm done with that. I'm gonna just do things the old-fashioned way, 1 to 2 pounds a week, and slow and steady wins the race. All right, I keep trying to like do these extreme mini cuts or like mini spurts of weight loss, and I'm successful, but then I end up rebounding. So I'm gonna just take it slow and steady, like I used to. The method that has worked time after time, and we're just gonna have patience, man. It's one of those things in life where we're trying to rush to get to where we need to get to, and we keep trying to do things our way. However long it's gonna take is however long it's gotta take. We can't rush the process. We can't do anything to try to speed it up because usually whenever you do things that are outside of the method that works, it doesn't really last. So we're just gonna keep it old school. Go back to regular method of dieting, 1 to 2 pounds a week, maybe 3 pounds a week, because I'm gonna be a little more aggressive. But nonetheless, great holiday weekend, great fights this weekend. Benavidez versus Andrade was a good fight, really good fight. I thought Andrade came to fight. He showed a lot of skill, a lot of heart in those first couple rounds, but just like I mentioned, I knew the pressure eventually would get to him. I knew that David would just like end up dominating him, end up being too much and stopping him. So that's exactly what happened. He stopped him, I think, in the 6th round. David's the truth. Do I think he could beat Canelo? Me personally, I do. I think he could beat Canelo at this moment. But obviously, Canelo is still the best in the sport for a reason, and he's seen every style. So who knows? All I know is I want to see the fight, regardless of who wins or loses. I know it's going to be an exciting fight because David comes forward, David puts the pressure on, and Canelo's a great counterpuncher. So they're like tailor-made for each other, tailor-made to be a great fight. So anyways, going back to the marathon yesterday, for those of you who don't know, if you follow me on Instagram, I ran a half a marathon yesterday, 13 miles. I've been training myself to run a full marathon for the last couple of weeks. Why? Just because one of the things that has always held me back as far as boxing has always been my cardio because I hated doing road work. I never did my road work. It was boring. I never wanted to do it. I thought I could get by just by training hard in the gym and sparring and stuff like that. But you can't cheat the grind, bro. You can't cheat boxing. So I made a promise to myself that one thing I was definitely going to make sure that I improve, and that is never an excuse for me to get tired in the ring, is my road work. And so I've been going out of my way to prove to myself that I can be in shape and I can go long distance and I can do long runs. Because I used to tell myself, like, I can never do 5 miles, 7 miles, stuff like that. And recently, obviously, we've been working on mindset. We've been working on all kinds of things. And I just told myself, I'm like, you know what? I can do it and I'm going to do it, but I have to train for it. So I can do it if I train for it, right? So that was my mindset behind it. I'm like, if I train for it, I can do it. So I found a running program that kind of prepares you to run a marathon. So I've been doing that for the last 3 weeks. Yesterday was the first like big test run. So it was a 3-hour run. I did 13 miles, burned like 2,000 calories, 1,800 calories or so. And was I ready for it? Not quite. I didn't jog 3 hours straight. I took a break every hour to drink a Gatorade and stretch a little bit and kind of just let my legs rest a little bit. But nonetheless, I finished the run. I set a goal and I finished the run. I said I was gonna run for 3 hours and I ran for 3 hours. I stopped at, like I said, I stopped as I needed to drink a Gatorade, use the restroom, whatever. But for the most part, I ran the majority of the time, and I ended up doing 13 miles. So I say that to say this: you're not always gonna be ready for the task at hand. Sometimes you gotta push it, because if you never test those boundaries, if you never test where you're at, you're never gonna find out what you're made of. Like, you're never gonna find out what you're capable of. If you're always scared to take that risk, if you're always scared to push yourself beyond your limits, you're never going to see the successes that you want in life. Because did I think I could run the 13 miles? Not necessarily, but I said, I don't care what happens, I'm going to finish. I set a goal in my mind because I mapped it out on my Google Maps thing. On a steady pace, like slow pace, I can do 5 miles in an hour, right? At a 5 mile per hour pace on the treadmill. So I figured, okay, that's about maybe 15 miles or so. But the test was 3 hours. So I said, I'm going to do a 3 hour run. So it should be about 15 miles. So I looked up on the map something that was about 15 miles away. And I was like, okay, I'm going to end here. I'm going to run from point A to point B, and that's it, right? And so that's exactly what I did. I set a goal, and I accomplished it. Anything that you don't believe that you can do, you have to believe that you can do it. Because, again, I did not believe that I could run for 3 hours or run 13 miles or anything over 5 miles, really. But it was because I set a goal, and I told myself, I'm not going to stop until I finish this run. Like, no matter what happens, I'm going to finish the run. That was just what I kept repeating to myself the whole time. And it wasn't that bad. Am I sore today? Hell yeah, I'm hella sore right now. But it doesn't matter, because I proved to myself that if I set a goal and I push myself, I can get it done. And that was like the whole point of the run yesterday. It's just like to prove to myself, like, I can do what I say I'm going to do. And not only can I do it, but I just proved to myself that I could do it, you know? And that's what the most important thing is, proving to yourself that you can do the things you say you're going to do. And that was step number one. And from yesterday forward, it's like, it's game over, bro. It's game over. Everything that we've been trying to accomplish throughout the year is now going into the new year 100% going to get accomplished, because we're no longer going to try to do these massive ups and downs. It's just like, set a goal and accomplish it. Set the goal, create a plan, get it done, right? Create a path, get it done. That's it. No matter what happens, no matter what life circumstances get in your way, set the goal, get it done. That's it. That's it. So, anyways, today's a push day. We're going to get this work, and yeah, see you guys in the workout. Remember, the key to building muscle, the key to getting stronger is progressive overload, right? Progressively overloading the muscles, right? So putting more weight, adding more reps, adding more sets, adding more weight, whatever the case. So last week we did 185 for 6 reps. So this week we're going to do 190 for 4 to 6 reps. So we're increasing the weight. Usually for strength, I'll do 4 to 6 reps. Once I can get to 6 reps, I increase the weight, and then I'll try to get to 6 reps again, and then I'll increase the weight. So we're gonna try to hit 190 for 4, well, for 6, but at least 4. And then if I can't get 4, I'll have to go back down to 185 and try to work my way up again. But that's usually how you do it. If you don't increase the weight, you increase the reps. So if you're doing, let's say, 135 for 4 reps or whatever, next week you'll try to get 6 reps, and then you'll try to get 8 reps, and then 10. These are just warm-up sets. I'm just warming up, but I think we're ready for a working set now. 190 for 4. So next time I'm gonna try to do 190 for 5. Alright guys, so just got done, hit a new PR this week, new PR on the incline, new PR on the seated dumbbell press. So that's my goal. My goal is to, on the compound movements, increase the weight week by week, weight and rep range. Got a new PR this week, a new PR in my road work, new PR in the weight room. So strength is going up, cardio is going up, everything seems to be improving, and you know, we're on a steady track, man. So those people who say, oh, too much cardio is bad for strength training or this and that, listen, I'm trying to prove that, because I'm an athlete, right? So not only do I want to have muscles and look aesthetically pleasing for myself, but I also want to be able to perform and compete with that physique. It's great to have an amazing physique, but what can you do with it? You know, a lot of people focus on building muscle, having abs and this and that, but if you tell them to go for a 5-mile jog, they'll start dying after like 10 minutes, you know. Or if you ask them to go do some jiu-jitsu or surfing or whatever the case may be, it's like they have no athleticism, they have no stamina to do nothing. You want to go on a hike, they're over here struggling. So I'm trying to be a well-rounded athlete, a well-rounded human being. I want to be able to run, jump, skip, whatever the case, swim, do all kinds of things that, just in case, you know, because life is not just one thing. Life isn't singular. You don't only do one thing in your life. You don't only do sports. You don't only do hiking or running or walking or this or that. Like, life is full of multiple different aspects. There's multiple things in life that you have to be adaptable and you have to be able to adjust to and maneuver through. Like, it's not always going to be a straight 5-mile run on a perfect road where there's no obstacles or nothing. Sometimes it's going to be a hill. Sometimes there's going to be roadblocks. Sometimes you're going to have to take a different route. Sometimes you may have to walk or swim through a river or this and that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, life is never just going to be perfect. It's not linear. It's not a straight climb to the top. There's always going to be things in your way, and you got to be able to jump, crawl under, move around, and try to figure out different ways to overcome those obstacles that life hits you with so that you can achieve your ultimate goal and reach the peak of that mountain. And then once you reach the peak of that mountain, you find another mountain and you reach that peak, you know. So with that being said, guys, keep pushing, stay disciplined, guys. We have one more month left in the year, guys. It's the end of November right now. December's right around the corner, and it's that time of year where people start making their New Year's resolutions. They start doing things, but it's like, why wait? Why wait until New Year's to make that commitment? Why wait until New Year's to make the change? Why wait until New Year's to do it? There's literally nothing different between today, right now, and New Year's Eve. It's still the same. There's nothing special about New Year's Eve that's gonna automatically make you flip the switch and start killing your goals and start changing your mindset and all this. It's not gonna happen from one day to the next. And that's what kills a lot of people's motivation, because New Year's Eve they tell themselves, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then guess what? A weekend they miss or they mess up, and then they quit. One weekend they miss on their goals or they don't do what they said they were gonna do, and then they quit. Why? Because in their mind they thought that they were gonna just flip the switch from one day to the next and then automatically start hitting all of their goals and start making all these massive changes, when in reality it's a bunch of little steps that end up leading to that massive change you see. You know, it's brick by brick, right? You lay one brick at a time, one brick a day. By the time you look back, you have a great wall. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see some more lifestyle stuff, some more training videos, some more personal whatever. But anyways, you know I'm trying to mix it up with the content. You know I'm always trying to keep it new, keep it fresh for you guys. You want to see some more boxing training or some jiu-jitsu stuff, some Muay Thai stuff, maybe I'll go film with my homie Nico, get some Muay Thai in. So who knows, we got a lot planned for 2024, but we're not gonna wait until 2024 to get it done. So we're starting today, we're gonna continue tomorrow, and we're gonna continue the next day and the next day and the next day. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.